out with me, okay? So we're going to get the Zoom started right now, and it is definitely my honor to be with everyone this evening, on this Monday evening. You know, I was speaking with Carrie Cotis and Candy McCaffrey this morning. We did a Zoom with their team, and I looked at the date and I says, wow, the 23rd, my birthday's coming up in 7 days. Now, I don't want any gifts. I'm not saying that so you can all send me gifts, but I'll give you my address here just in case you want to send me something. I'll put it here in the chat, okay? But I thought about that and I said, wow, January the 30th, Lord has blessed me possibly. If I make it another 7 days, it's blessed me with another year. And it's really a blessing to be here on the Zoom with you every Monday night. You know, it's truly a blessing because each and every one of you give me the excitement, you give me the energy, you give me the passion to come here every week and share with you with these amazing ladies that we have this evening to just help you take your business to another level. Like we always like to share, this is what they're doing to help them in their businesses. If you're doing something that's working for you, keep doing it. These are just some information and tips that you might want to pull a little bit from one leader this week, a little bit from another leader another week, a little bit from here. And if you can utilize any of this information to implement it in your business and advance your business, that's what it's here for. But first, what I like to do, I like to shout out everyone this week for the top enrollers of the company. And that's Michelle is still on the leaderboard, Matuniak. New brand partner, we have Lisa Streeter. All right, Lisa, congratulations. Give them some love, ladies and gentlemen. We have Nicole and George Moiston. Again, new leaders that were here, some of them that have come back. We have lots of leaders coming back to the Happy Co, ladies and gentlemen. We have Sherry Jenkins, another new leader here. We have Marianne Watson, another new leader, top of the leaderboard. We have Shane Ricardo Consulting, Carrie Cotis, Gabrielle Merle's always on the board. Carrie Cotis is always on the board, Kathy Lee, and we have Sandy Myers. Those are your top brand partners leading into the last week here with the Happy Co in the month of January. And let's not forget these rock star customer gatherers. We have Stacy Mayo leading the top. We have Team Elevated #2. Jessica Strickland's always there in the house. Hey, Jessica, congratulations. We have Gabrielle Merle. She's always showing up on the leaderboard. Carrie Cotis. Hey, Carrie, rocking it always. We have Donna Starkley. Congratulations, Donna. We have Miranda Dotchlet is here. Marilyn Scott. Congratulations, Marilyn. And we have the amazing Erica Jordan is also on the leaderboard for customers this week. So ladies and gentlemen, give them all some love in the comments. We're talking about leading the entire company. So that's definitely something to be celebrated, right? And also I like to give a shout out to Sarah Boslin. She has over 37 tubs sold so far of the Paradise Punch. Now, you talking about utilizing this product and going back to your existing customer base? Can we give Sarah a shout out and some love in the comments? Because what she's done, she's utilized this product to go back to her existing customer base and people that haven't ordered to share the excitement with them. And she has over 37 tubs so far sold this month, and we still have 8 days to go. So I know, Sarah, I'm rooting for you. Let's go for 50, Sarah. I want to come back on this call next week and say you have close to 50 tubs sold. So congratulations, Sarah. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this Zoom over to two ladies that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. Tiffany Shazer. Shazer, oh, my girl. All right, I got it. Tiffany is my girl. You know, I love Tiffany. You know, Tiffany is like a rock. She's been here with the Happy Co for 4 years. She's a mom of 2. She lives in Ohio. Her story is amazing, and that's the power we share with you of what these products can do. Tiffany's here with the Happy Co because how these products have impacted her life. And I talked to Tiffany. Tiffany says, I'm a lifer. These products have transformed my life. You know, over 4 years with our company. And then we have the amazing Erica Jordan from Tennessee. Now, you think Erica Jordan, because she's such a staple in our company, you know, she's so helpful. She's always helping, supporting everyone. But I looked and Erica Jordan is celebrating her first year anniversary next month. Now, I'm thinking Erica's been here for 2 to 3 years, but I mean, she's just rocking. She's celebrating her first year and she's here this evening to share with you. And they're going to share with you this evening how you can utilize what they're using in their businesses to close out this month strong, but take that momentum from this month into the month of February. So I'd like to turn the call over to you, Tiffany. And go ahead, Tiffany. It's my honor for you to be here with us on the Zoom this evening.
Oh, thank you so much. I just love Brian. Like, who doesn't love Brian? You can't not love Brian. He's so spectacular. And I just want to say that you guys see this culture, this love, this family vibe. It comes from the top on down. And I'm just so happy to be a part of your team and so happy to be a part of this company. So I just wanted to let you guys know I'm so excited to be here to talk about the last week of the month. And while it's been an incredible month for everybody, I feel like the company's doing great. We're all doing great. I just kind of want to gauge the room. So would you put your favorite emoji if you're still running for your goals, if you're still running for rank runner, for cab, if you have a volume goal, put your favorite emoji down below. And also put a 2 if you've completed your goals. If you actually have completed your goals, because I have a tip for both groups. And I just want to say, it doesn't matter what group you fall into. For me, I fall into the emoji group. So I'm still running for some things and we're still going and we're still running hard. And if you are putting a number 2 in the comments that you've reached your goals, you've achieved your goals, well, first off, I just want to say congratulations and you're incredible and you are so awesome. Because as Brian said, we still have 8 days to go, 8 days of growth and 8 days of running. So my tip that can help everybody in either of those groups is now is not the time to stop. Put the gasoline on now, because I want to say the people that had entered some emojis, well, they need the gas because we're still running for things. So we still need that gas to keep going, keep that excitement going. But for you folks, you amazing, incredible, wonderful people that have already made your goal, you need the gas just as much. And it is like Brian said, it's because we take that momentum, the momentum that we leave this month in, we truly do go into the next month. So for all of the people that put 2s, and you've reached your goal and you've done great, could you take a vacation for the next 8 days and still leave this month with your goals being met? You could, but your business is going to suffer because you're not going to go into the momentum. You're not going to be able to pick up your business after an 8-day relapse. And what I find is that we seem to use this end of the month, this last week of the month, as a time to get to work. And that's not what it should be. I really want to stress that if we're doing things all month long, if we're creating good habits all month long, we don't have to feel like we're running. We don't have to feel like we're in deficit. We've been filling our pipeline all month long. So we don't have that you're running behind or scarcity. What you get to do, all of those 2s, is you get to run towards more growth, more goals. You can hit goals you didn't expect. If your goal was to be cab qualified, you can now go for double. You can now go for triple. As you're gaining all of those points, all those sales and points for your destination trip, you're going to be reaching goals and going towards things that maybe you didn't foresee happening this month, but you can't do that when you stop or when you take a vacation. And if you do that in certain times of the month, that's just not going to help you to fill your pipeline. It's not going to help your momentum. Massive action does create momentum, but you can work all month long to where you don't have to feel like you're taking this big spurt at the end of the month. So I kind of like to focus on what's important. And what I feel like we have three big focuses right now. One is the new Perks blend. It's so amazing. It's incredible. Do you guys all love it? I mean, tell me you're not blown away and you don't think it's the best blend. I know me and Brian are going to be team no sleep tonight drinking it in our cups, but it's incredible. We also have the 45-day challenge group, and we also have Destination Paradise points earning for the trip going on. And these are not separate focuses where you are all over the place. These work together, and it's kind of like where one hand washes the other with all of these focuses that we have going on. So first off, again, Perks is absolutely incredible. And what we should be doing is continuing to create that excitement for basically the second wave of sales. You have people that are, sitting, they've been watching, they want to see if it works, they want to see if it's incredible, they want to see the stories, and it's really up to us to share that with them. So you really should be following up with your customers, asking them to take before pictures, asking them to do their roles with you. Hang on, I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me again? Okay, I got a phone call. Thank you. So you should be asking your customers to to take before and after pictures, to see if they're willing to share them with you, to ask them what their experience is. When you ask somebody, just following up with them, what do you think? And they tell you, oh, the taste is amazing. Oh, I cleaned the garage. I haven't done that. I've got enough energy to keep up with the grandkids. Don't just leave it there. You could, I work a lot in social media, but you can screenshot that and you can use that. Like, I take out their name and their identifying information, but I'll use that in stories. I'll use that on my profile. I'll shout them out. I want to shout out my friend Keith, who didn't have energy last month, who is now able to run around with his grandkids. So we really need to continue to create that excitement with this new product. Now, also, if you guys are a part of it, I hope you all are, because I think it's super incredible. I love the 45-day group, the challenge group that the company's doing with us. I love that all the leaders are in there, everybody's teams. We're all one family. We're all doing this together. And, you may find some of those FOMO people, some of those people that are sitting and watching and waiting you, they might just need a little bit more. Maybe they don't think that they can make the changes that they need to make to really accomplish good results. Now, we know that our products will help you do a lot of those things on their own, but adding in those healthy habits, that might be a tipping point for somebody. So that might be the thing where they want more accountability. They want more support. We are creating success stories together. And all of these things, again, the new sales, bringing people into that group because they need their supplements and they need their dose duo or, their 2-product purchase. They're all going to help you to get more motivation, to get more momentum, and to earn points for Destination Paradise. So you really get to kind of couple all of these things together. So for me, what I like to do is I like to work off of a list. I know most of
Tiffany,
us
can
will
you
use
talk
something,
louder,
we'll
please?
call it a DMO, daily method of operation. We'll call it an IPA, income producing activities. We'll call it a task list. It doesn't really matter what you call it. But if you can be focused every day of the month, like it's the last day of the month, if you have a list of tasks that you can go through and check off, I feel more accomplished and I know that I'm moving the needle on my business. When your business ebbs and flows, when your life ebbs and flows, when I can look at my list and I see all of those check marks, I know that I've done what I'm supposed to do and I don't feel aggravated. I don't feel behind the ball. I don't feel scarcity. I feel ahead of the game. And I want to say those people that put in twos, you have a big chance to do that. So I just wanted to, for my part that I wanted to share with you guys is I just wanted to share a little list that it's not an end all be all list. It's not all encompassing. You can take this list, you can add to it, you can change it up, you can do whatever. But what I wanted to do is create a list that anybody could accomplish, even your people that are new, even your people that are, I work 40 hours a week. We know that we can fit this business into the nooks and crannies, but we also have to be mindful and intentional about doing so. So I did create a little list and I just want to let you guys know, I made a little graphic and I'm going to share it with all your leaders. So this will be shared after the call, but I just kind of wanted to read through it and what I do every day to prepare myself. So my month end, even though I'm still running, doesn't feel like I'm behind the ball. We're running for additional growth. So the first thing that I do every day is 15 to 30 minutes personal development. I personally think that this is best in the morning time or to start your day. It just really puts you in a good mindset. It almost wards off negativity before it can even come to you. So when you're in that good space, I just feel like my work is that much better. I also, number 2, show up and post consistently. If you work your business in social media, you do want to bring people to you. And when they're watching you, you want to give them something to say. You want to give them something to see. See your posts, see your stories, see you showing up. So make sure that you're doing that consistently. Stories, profile, customer groups, wherever, and maybe in your interest groups, show up so people can see you. 3 would be follow up with 5 to 10 people that have expressed interest in your business, in your products. They can be customers that have recently ordered. You always want to be following up with your people and sending out those messages. 4 would be message 5 to 10 people daily. And this can be anything, you guys. This can be day making. This can be inviting. This can be asking for referrals. This can be popping the question. Make sure you are messaging people daily. When you don't see a lot of activity in your business, sales, and people talking to you, sometimes it's we aren't doing these things. We need to get out and talk to people. And this is one way that I do this every day, so I can check it off and I know that I'm doing the things to help my business. Also on social media, it's important to add friends and add to your audience. You don't want to be always just preaching to the same people that are always, in your network and in your audience. Add 5 to 10 friends a day and make sure that you're going through and deleting the old friend requests that haven't been answered. If they haven't been answered for 2 days, you should, get rid of them. It'll help your algorithm to not have those like floating around basically. And then the last thing I do is just ending my day in gratitude. This could be journaling. This could be just taking time for meditation, for prayer. A good, what's it called? A good suggestion would be list 5 things that happen good in your business or your day today. You could list it in your head. You could take the time to pray on it, meditate. You could write it down, but end your day in gratitude because you started off in a good way. You've accomplished all the things throughout the day. You've ended it with gratitude. I mean, you just couldn't be in a better mindset all the way around. And to me, that makes my work more meaningful and more impactful. So I certainly hope that helps. Again, I'm going to share that with the leaders so you guys will have that. And I did just want to also introduce Erica Jordan. I know that Brian already did that, but
and we give Tiffany some love first in the comments. I'm sorry I'm speaking over you, Tiffany, but give her some love, ladies and gentlemen.
Strategies that absolutely work. So like Brian said, pen and paper. This is, if you didn't write anything down for me, you better be writing what she said. People just flock to her because her authenticity, and I just couldn't say more about her. I just love her. So I would like to pass it over to her now.
Oh my goodness. I mean, how do you follow these two amazing people? Like, hello. If we don't have the best of the best, I don't know who does, because we are some blessed people. How's everybody doing? I hope that you're all doing good. I'm super excited. My team is on fire. And I hope that you guys are all on fire too. So I got a question. I need you to drop a 3 in the comments if you absolutely love our products and can't go without them. Do you love them? Maybe, I hope. I better see a lot of 3s. Okay, oh my gosh. So let me tell you, if you are not screaming at these products from the rooftop, you are doing this world a disservice. There is 350 million people in North America where we service. 350 million. We haven't even touched a tip of that iceberg of the people that have never heard of the Happy Co. We're in this tight-knit group, and it's easy to slip into that mindset of, oh my gosh, everybody knows about the Happy Co. I bet they don't. I bet they don't. I promise you they don't. And there's so many people out there. So I want to tell you, and I want to challenge you to not be scared to scream it from the rooftop, to not be scared to show how these products impact your lives every day, because that's what's going to set you up every single month for success. When they see the changes in your life that these products make, let me just tell you, they're going to flock to you. It's called attraction marketing. Look it up. You can learn a whole lot with it, you guys. Okay. So I want to talk to you about ways to go find more people before this month ends. Okay, there's several ways, and if you think that you have reached all the people, if you've talked, do not even tell me that you have talked to everybody that you can possibly talk to, because I'm just going to block you. No, I'm just kidding. I won't block you, but for real, there's so many people out there, and there's so many ways. The first thing you can do is go to your back office and go under your business reports and switch it to my customer who ordered last month but didn't order this month. Have you talked to them about PerkChat? What about the last 3 months? Have you reached out to these people? Do not be afraid to reach out to them. Love on them. I tell you people all the time, hey, listen, I'm a mother hen and you're going to be hearing from me often. They're expecting me to message them. And then if I don't, guess what? They're going to come after me. It's my job to take care of them. It's your job to take care of your people. So make sure you're showing up for them. So another way, if you use social media, drop me a 4 in the comments if you work your business through social media. It's fun. I love working my business through social media because I get to meet all kinds of amazing people. Half of my team I've never met in person, and that to me is just mind-blowing, and they're some of my favoriteest people on the entire planet. Okay, so you're back on, or you're going through your messenger. If you use your messenger to communicate with your customers, you can go search your your messenger for the keywords that you use all the time. And guess what it's going to do? When you start searching, it's going to start pulling up a list of people. And those list of people, you can start sending them a message, and we got you a script. Don't worry. We'll make sure that you have some stuff to help you to reach out to them. But keyword searches in Messenger, huge. It will help, and it will make your life a lot easier. Old post. Are you posting about the Happy Co on your page? Are people liking it? Are people commenting on it? Go reach out to them. Got a script for that too. You can reach out in your stories. There's also stories archives where you can go and see who's been viewing your story. You guys, the list of people are endless. They're out there and they are waiting for you to stand up, take the massive action, and go follow up with them. It's all it takes. Like I said, don't feel like you're a spammy pammy. You're doing your business a disservice if you allow yourself to get into your head and be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to reach out because I don't want them to think that I'm just being too much or I'm just too salesy. Throw that garbage out the window. No, show up to your business. You can change their lives. If you're on this call, you are changing lives every single day. And it is an amazing thing. It's better than any paycheck that you will ever earn here. It's getting those messages of, oh my gosh, I'm down 6 pounds, but those are not going to come if you're not reaching out to people. So you gotta make sure you're doing that. Your customer groups, hopefully everybody here has a customer group. You go into there and go to members and you'll see the people that you are friends with, that you make sure you've added onto the group. Don't do no funky stuff, okay? But when you go in there and you start looking through there, there's people right there to reach out to. There are endless amounts of people out there. But okay, drop me, I don't know what number, we'll just say 5. Do you ever feel like you have a hard time finding new people? Does that get overwhelming? Does it feel like you've done everything that you can possibly do? I know we feel that way, but let me tell you, it's not true. You've not done everything. None of us have done all that we can possibly do. There's 350 million people we can sell to. I see a lot of 5s. Okay, so here's a little extra tip that can be carried on every single day in your business. Are y'all ready? Okay, finding new people in public interest groups. Okay, I Google groups that are like weight loss related or coffee related, something that sort of relates to our business. Healthy recipe groups, keto groups, Weight Watcher groups, all these different groups that are out there that are public. That means you don't need to be a member of them to see who the members are. So you're going to go into that group, you'll click members. When you click on members, you're going to go down just a little bit and you will see a portion that says members with things in common or members near you. There's 2 different types. You guys, people in your area, some of these groups have hundreds of thousands of people. There'll be people in your area or people of friends. Now, I do pay attention to who the friends are. If it's somebody's friends with Tiffany, I'm not going to send them a friend request. And then when you go in there, go look through their profile. Does it look like somebody you would like to lock arms with? Does it look like somebody that you might want to help? It's okay to target a little bit, okay? Now, all you're doing is sending a friend request. You're not doing anything else. You're sending that friend request, just like Tiff was talking about, sending out friend requests every day. There you go. And it's more of a targeted audience that they might happen to accept your friend request because y'all have something in common. And then they'll start seeing the awesome post because we're screaming it from the rooftops. They're going to start seeing your awesome post. And then what? They'll become friends and they'll become your customers. It is a fun thing, and it's important. And I'm challenging you to take massive action and then take advantage of the situation that you have at hand. You guys, the sky is literally the limits, and it is 100% up to you. It's not up to Brian. It's not up to your upline to bring you stuff. It is up to you. We can do so much for you. We can give you everything. But if you're not willing to take those steps and make those actions in, I mean, there's nothing we can do. But I'm telling you, if you will show up to your business, you're going to blow it out of the water. And you will be the next one Brian's calling out next Monday. Don't believe me? Go try it. Thank you guys so much for having me. I love you all. And yeah, y'all are amazing. Thank you.
Wow. Give them some love in the comments. Give Erica some love, ladies and gentlemen. The amazing Tiffany Sazer and the amazing Erica Jordan. I appreciate you ladies both so much. And what I love about what each of you shared was it's something that everyone can do. They didn't mention anything on tonight's training that everyone on this Zoom can't do. We can all do it. And you don't have to do all of it. You just have to pick what resonates with you. You can take 1 or 2 tips that you heard this evening, implement it, and be consistent with those tips, and you're going to see a dramatic change in your business. I spoke with the group this morning and I said, this business is not about building a business. This business is really about building yourself. And when you build yourself, then you build a business. So what they shared this evening, again, leaders always, my mentor always said, it doesn't matter what works, Brian, it only matters what duplicates. So what I love about what they're shared, it's duplicatable. We can all do it. We can take 1 tip and do it. Now, I am learning all of this information. I'm going to take tonight's Zoom and replay it over again because everyone knows I'm on social media, but I'm not very savvy with social media. I'm on it because I communicate with my team, I communicate with people, but I like to build my business offline also. So I'm going to end the Zoom with some tips that you can also utilize offline to actually develop some momentum and take your business into February with momentum. One, ladies and gentlemen, is this. I'm going to share something with everyone that everyone can do. I was on a Zoom with a couple of leaders this morning, and they had 26 women on that Zoom, their coffee chat. And I asked all 26 women, I said, have you all created a list? Have you gone through your list? I mean, have you actually, how many people on this Zoom, let me see by your comments, how many of you have actually taken your phone book, emptied it out, taken all your old business cards, you've taken a telephone book and gone from A to Z? How many can say that? If you've done that, give me, I don't like a shot. No, if you've done that, give me a 4 in the comments if you've done that. And then many people say no. Now, my mentor told me many years ago, he says, Brian, you got this business all wrong. He says, this business isn't about you. It's not who you know. It's who you connect with and who they know, and who they know. But if you don't make the initial connection, you'll never get into those other individual networks that you partner with. Now, here's something else that I learned from a very early stage in my business. I used to think I brought people into the business so that they can succeed. Okay, some of you are saying, wait a minute, Brian, what are you saying? I used to think when I got started in network marketing over 32 years ago, that I used to enroll people in the business so that they can succeed. Okay. You enroll people into the business because the only way they're going to succeed is if you get into their contact base to help them succeed. Let me say that again. You enroll people into your business. The only way you're going to help them succeed is to get into their contact base and start conversations. And now you're the expert. See, there's something powerful about our industry called third-party credibility. See, if all my friends, when I joined network marketing, if I would have gone to them and shared this information, I would have failed miserably Why? Because they knew me when I was a bad kid. I used to get suspended in school. I mean, I wasn't the greatest kid, you know? And so they would be like, Brian, you're going to tell me about an opportunity? So what I did, I leveraged other people's stories and I leveraged my upline story. Now, how many of you are, give me a 3 in the comments if you're doing that. If you're mastered the art of sharing someone else's story and introducing them to your upline, give me a 3. Let's be honest with each other, Stephen, because many of you are saying, hey, I want to earn walk-away income, thousands of dollars per month. This is how you do it. Now, Erica does it. I know she does it with Tiffany. She leverages Tiffany and she leverages her success. Let me share something with everyone. You can't build this alone. You can't do it alone. I see Sherry in the comments. She was on the leaderboard. She has me in Zooms already. She's leveraging me. So here's something I like to ask everyone. Try this over the next week. Ask for referrals. Let me say it again. Ask for referrals. And I'm going to send this out after this evening Zoom. I have a script that I put together for all of you. And here's what I do. For example, let's say I connected with Erica every time. We're catching up. Hey, how's the family? How's everything going? Erica tells me how her family. Normally she's going to ask me how I'm doing, right? But tell me about yourself, Brian. How are you doing? I'll tell her how everything that I'm doing, the family's great and everything. And then I say, hey, Erica, can you do me a big favor, please? Now, Erica's wondering, wait a minute, what am I committing to? Erica, can you do me a big favor, please? And she's normally going to ask me, well, what is it? I mean, I don't know what you're asking me. And I say, Erica, I'm expanding my business and I need some help. I would really appreciate it, Erica, if you could refer me to anyone who would like to work from home and earn unlimited income. There's no experience necessary. Only 7 to 10 hours per week is required. And all you need is a cell phone, and the system that the company has does most of the work for you. The company even has paid vacations and accommodations to 5-star resorts around the world. It's a stable company. It's done over $300 million in sales. If anyone comes to mind, Erica, could you please just give them my contact information? I would really appreciate it. Now, you know what you just did, ladies and gentlemen? You just actually did a presentation by not doing a presentation. You did a presentation without doing a presentation. Because if you do that, I challenge all of you over the next week, 2 a day. Do it with your warm market, people that you haven't put their name on the list. You know what's great about this? You know, this exploded my business because my mentor said, Brian, this is so non-confrontational. No one can reject you because you're not asking them. You're asking for a referral. Now, here's what happens to me most of the time. Many people say, well, that sounds interesting. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? And I always say, I didn't think you would be interested. That's why I didn't think of you. Okay? And that's when you find out that they're open to getting more information. Now, here's the power of this. I shared this with the 26 women on the Zoom this morning. This business, ladies and gentlemen, isn't about you doing a lot. This business is about a lot of people doing a little bit. It's about a large group of people doing a little bit. So what I shared with those women this morning, there were 26 on the Zoom. And I said, can each of you do that over the next 5 days with 2 contacts? And they said, sure, we can. So here's the power of leverage. That's 52 contacts a week. That's 208 contacts in a month. if you had a group of 26 people. You can chop it down. If you have 5, you can do the numbers, okay? But with those 26 women on the leader's behalf, that's 208 new conversations. Now, if we all said the wrong thing, my mentor used to say to me, Brian, even if you were terrible and you said everything incorrectly, you're going to get at least 10 to 20% to say, what are you talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you build a network. You don't have to sell people. You don't have to convince people. You don't have to cajole people. You just have to ask for referrals. And if you are committed to asking for referrals, you are going to see the end of this month and going into February. You know what? I shared with that group this morning. If you're comfortable when you go home in the evening, if you're comfortable when you walk into your living room and you're comfortable with your environment, if you're comfortable with the car you're driving, if you're comfortable with the schools your kids are going to, if you're comfortable with the amount of money you can give to your community and to charity, if you're comfortable when a relative or a friend is in need that you can actually offer them help, if you're comfortable in those areas, you're more than likely not going to do this business. Because my mentor taught me many years ago, he says, you know what, Brian, comfort breeds casualties. But if there's an area of your life that you're uncomfortable and you would like some change, I would encourage you, because that's where I was at. I'm sharing with you from my heart. That's where I was at. I didn't have the comfort, because I knew if I kept doing what I was doing, that was going to be my life. I wasn't going to stick my head in the sand like an ostrich and didn't think that things were going to just change on their own. I knew it wasn't. And so what you have, what Erica shared with you, when she said 300 million people, that's the type of fire and energy that I have. There are so many people out there that need this opportunity, that you have never picked up the phone. You have never called them yet. You don't know what those individuals can lead you to. And I'm going to end the Zoom with a story. It's a quick story. I do what I share. I called someone that I worked with 12 years ago. And we reconnected. And he's with another company. I'm not going to put him on blast. It's with another company. He's in corporate. He has 6 kids. He's making a few $100,000 a year. And I just called him and chatted with him and said, hey, we're expanding into Mexico. I know you're heading up the Latin community with that company. Do you mind giving me any referrals of people you know in Latin America that might be looking for an opportunity? He said, well, tell me more about your company. I said, oh, I thought you never asked. Over 3.3 million customers. This stuff is incredible. And the pay plan I put up against any company out there, side by side. And then he said, that's interesting. Well, Brian, I can't leave where I'm at right now. I have 6 kids. But maybe if I can possibly position with you silently, and I'll start reaching out to some of my contacts in Mexico and just lead them your way. Whoa! 24 hours later, he puts me on 2 Zooms with 2 top leaders. One leader is leaving a company. He's been there for 13 years because he has to go with his wife because they're not shipping the products on time and they're not paying his team their commissions. Now, I asked him, what was your volume when I'm getting to know him after I met his wife on Zoom? What was your volume in the month of November? Oh, we did 200,000. What was your volume in the month of December? Oh, it was 180,000. And then he put me on the phone with another guy. Now, we did a Zoom Saturday night. It was 11 o'clock my time because I'm an hour past East Coast in Puerto Rico this time of year. So that was 9 o'clock in Mexico, 11 o'clock here in Puerto Rico. We got off that Zoom at 2 a.m. because this guy wanted to go through the compensation plan. That's what leaders do. I want to go to the compensation plan step by step, and I need to understand it because I need to take this to my team and let them understanding it. Maybe we can incorporate this with our system in Mexico. Now, how do you make this stuff up? How do I make up that I was going to talk to a guy who I hadn't talked to in 12 years, that I was going to say, hey, we're expanding into Mexico. And then he was going to say, hey, I might be able to position with you. And then he was going to introduce me to 2 top leaders. How do you make this stuff up? You can't. And what I'm sharing with you, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you build a network marketing business. It is not who you know. You have to get out of your comfort zone and you have to start connecting with people and asking people. You have to do that. That's how the magic happens. This business is simple. Keep it simple and keep it fun. Connect with people and ask questions, and you are going to see your business go to another level. So you can tell I'm fired up. I appreciate all of you this evening. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't overthink this stuff. When you overthink this stuff, you're going to analyze until you paralyze. Just go out there in the marketplace, have a smile on your face, have some excitement, have some enthusiasm, touch people and ask questions, and you're going to change their lives. So everyone, have a great evening. Looking forward to an incredible week. Appreciate and love you all so much. Have a great evening, everyone. Appreciate you all. Good night, everyone.